today we're going to talk about mad and sad. And I want you to tell me, I want you to look at these words, mad and sad. What do you notice about those words? You can tell me in the chat or raise your hand to share on the mic and the camera. What do you notice, Ellie, about those words?
Well, they both have the add. They both have add in them. They both have add in them. They both have add.
They both have add at the end, don't they? So I want you to write add on your board. So write add on your board, and today we are going to practice telling whether someone is sad or whether they're mad. So you're going to practice adding a different beginning sound to tell me if someone's sad or mad. Give me a green check when you have add written on your board at home and you're ready to go. Ellie, I know you're ready. I saw it on your whiteboard. Tell me, is this little boy mad or is he sad? Write it on your whiteboard and show me on the camera. All right, Ellie. So I saw a lot of you said sad. Why do you think he's sad? How did you know? Tell me in the chat or raise your hand to share on the mic and the camera. Ellie, how did you know he was sad?
Maybe he misses his daddy.
Maybe he misses his dad? What part of the picture?
Maybe he went to work or something.
Right. There are lots of reasons he could be sad. All right, get your whiteboards ready. I want you to erase the S off the beginning and tell me now, is this boy mad or sad? All you need to change might be the first letter. Show me on your camera, mad or sad? What do you think? Yes, Ellie. Ellie, how did you know he was mad?
He asked them like that. His arm like this. And then like, maybe he's complaining or something. Maybe he's mad. Maybe he wanted a donut, but his mom wouldn't let him, so he's mad at his mom.
Yeah, Ellie, you're making inferences, right? You're making guesses about why you think he's mad using the clues. Yeah, he's got his arms crossed. Look at that V in his eyebrows, right? These are all clues that help us to know he's feeling mad, right? His serious face. Right. Thank you for those answers in the chat and for coming on the mic and the camera. Erase the M, but keep the add. Mad or sad? How is this person feeling? Mad or sad? Write it on your whiteboard and show me on the camera. All you need to change is one letter. Mad or sad? What do you think? Okay, Ellie. Ellie, what made you think he was sad from the picture?
Maybe he was riding a scooter and then he got out of control and he didn't know what to do. So he fell off his scooter, scraped his knee, and then he's crying. And then his mom put on a bandage and medicine to make him feel better in this.
Ellie, That's a good guess using the clues on what happened. And you're right. You said he's hugging his mom, right? There's another clue that tells us he might be feeling sad. Ellie, thank you so much for sharing your answers on the mic and the camera and for putting those answers in the chat. All right, last one. Erase the letter in front, but keep the ad. Now tell me, is she mad or sad? Write it on your whiteboard and show me on the camera. Yes, Ellie? All right, shout it out on the microphone. Is she mad or is she sad? Tell me on the mic.
Mad.
You're right. She's feeling mad. Ooh, there's a mad face. Right, Ellie. Thank you for sharing on the camera. All right, let's talk about our feelings. So a lot of you are showing your mad and your sad faces. Now I want you to tell me, what are some things you do when you're sad? What do you do when you're sad? You can raise your hand to tell me on the mic and the camera, or put your answers in the chat. Ellie, what do you do when you're feeling sad?
When I'm feeling sad, I would just hug my mom, and then I would hug my mom one more, and then I feel happy again.
Snuggles for mom always make us feel better. You might cry when you're feeling sad. What are some things you do when you feel mad? So think about how you feel when you're mad. Ellie, what do you do when you're feeling mad?
Let me show you. I would stop like that, and then I would count down to all the way down to 1, and then and when I'm happy again, I would hug my mouth.
Oh, those are all good ideas. Yeah, so maybe you can count backwards from 10 to 1. Eli counts up to 10 to help him calm down. Thank you for sharing those answers on the mic and the camera and in the chat. All right, I want you to get out your pretend magnifying glass. We are going to be book detectives. So I want you to be looking for clues to help you answer some questions about our stories. So I want you to also think about how you feel when you feel angry or mad or sad like our characters. All right, book detectives, you are going to use the pictures and the words to help you answer some questions. Those are the clues that can help you. Let's take a look at this story, the crocus. What is a crocus? Use those clues to help you figure it out. You can use the words, right? It says, a crocus, the first sign of spring. Listen to the birds. Soon we can ride our bikes again. Use the clues to help you figure out what a crocus is. You can put your answers in the chat or raise your hand to share on the mic and the camera. What is a crocus? What do you think? Remember to be a Yeti. If you need to make a guess, that's okay. The book says it's a first sign of spring. So you can use the words to help you. Ellie, what do you think a crocus is?
Maybe a crocus is like a kind of flower that's pink, purple, or any color. Maybe even a pink or purple flower.
And how did you figure that out?
Because I looked closely and it looked like a flower. So I thought it was a flower, so I figured it out.
Okay, so yes, you can use the picture, you can use the words, right? A crocus is a flower, right? It's this thing right here that she's looking at in the picture. All right, now we're going to make a couple of inferences about our story. Remember, an inference is using what you already know along with what you read in the book to help you figure out what the author is saying. So get out those magnifying glasses, book detectives. Help me make an inference. We have a new girl in class. I'd like to hide. They're all staring at me. Is she laughing at me? I wish I could fall through the crack in the floor. The author doesn't tell us, but how do you think this girl feels? Ellie, how do you think she's feeling?
Feel shy or something? Maybe she does feel shy and then that's it.
Right, Ellie? She might want to fall through a crack in the floor because she wants to go away, right? She wants to hide and not be in front of all these people. Yeah, sometimes we can feel nervous or scared, especially when we're in a new place or maybe we don't know everyone. The girl is sad because Whiskers has died. Who is Whiskers and how did you know? Use those clues to help you figure it out. Who do you think Whiskers is in this story?
Maybe Whiskers might be a little tiny hamster, maybe.
And how did you know that?
I thought maybe she was a hamster, so I cleaned it up. My brain thinks that.
Okay. Maybe she got a hamster? All right, I'm going to have you do this part at home because our class ran a little long today. So before you go today, there are 2 parts you need to do before you mark Unit 8, Lesson 2 complete. I want you to find a story in our book. I want you to retell the story in your own words to your learning coach. So find one story out of the book and tell the story in your own words. Then I want you to think about how to use the clues to help you answer these questions. How do you think the boy feels in the middle part? And how do you think he feels at the end? Have you ever felt this way? If so, you can tell me about it. So 2 parts. You're going to retell a story in your own words, answer these questions in the chat using the clues, and then you can sign off. Thanks everybody for your time today and for your participation.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Ellie.